Morning Pillaging Show. This for Raiders. Oh, Raider Nation, Jasin. Oh, pillaging just for Sunday. Oh, me and Chris, we don't miss. Oh, me and Chris don't miss. Oh, me and Chris don't miss. When it comes to this Raider classic, we don't miss. Raider Nation, we don't miss.
We don't miss.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Tops. Tops to everybody.
Well, good Sunday morning.
Sunday Morning Pillaging Show. We heard.
That's what it is. Man,
We see some eyeball.
it's getting closer and closer each week by week. We're almost there. I mean, even preseason, man, it sounds good. I mean, I'm not a preseason person. I watch it now and then, but this preseason, I'm going to stay glued to that TV. You know? How about you?
I'm so bipolar on this topic because I'm trying not to get too excited with the hype. You know what I'm saying? But, because we do this every year. And just how things have been in the past, we've been hyped up before, but this does feel different. So I want to see everything, but I'm not taking everything serious until it's closer and closer to the real live.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I just like football, so I'm hyped every year. But last year I was overhyped because of what transpired, with the AP hiring. I was happy for that, but I wasn't happy when they brought in Getsy and they didn't know what they were doing. I was like, okay, well, maybe we can hang in there with the defense, and then struggled. I know I calmed down now. Even Pete Carroll, I love Pete Carroll. I'm still want to see that product on the field that we anticipate and we deserve. After years of getting just being the doormat of the NFL, literally a doormat, a laughing stock. No, I had enough. I'm gonna get back to that where teams would be scared to come to Oakland or LA to play the Raiders. They were like, "Oh God, we gotta play the Raiders." I won't get back to that again. Where they had to go to Vegas, like, "Oh shit, we gotta play the Raiders in Vegas." Oh my God. So
I hope you dropped the mic after that one because that was well said. That whole
drop the mic. I just paid too much money for this mic. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that, man. We need to get back to the Raiders being the Raiders, to be like, damn, we got to play these Raiders this week. You know what I'm saying?
Frank Weber, hey, man, thanks for coming like you always do. Appreciate you, brother. We got a new guy here I've never seen before, but hey, squad, thanks for coming through our show. Saying Brock Bowles is a dog. Yes, indeed he is.
Big dog.
Yes, indeed. Thanks for coming in, man. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button for us and notifications. So, hey, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, absolute, man. Hope everybody's doing good this Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We had our first look at some live Raider action with the mock Raider game yesterday.
Yeah. That I don't remember actually doing something like that before in the past. What had a mock game. Players out there playing. Of course, they wasn't doing the stuff they'll do in a real game. They didn't want to hurt each other, although we do have some sad news what happened, but we'll get to that in a minute. It was interesting. And another thing that Pete Carroll is doing is that the team usually come in on the stadium floor to the black hole side, where the black hole is set up and all that. They came in through where the bar is. I don't know what that area is called, but they walked through there to come to the field. And what that tells me is that Pete Carroll, head coach Pete Carroll, is all about the fans. That's what he cares about. Because he even said it. He said he told the uppers, the heads, hey, practice, let the fans come in. We got nothing to hide. We're not going to show you everything anyway. Hey, Roshat, good morning.
Yeah, he knows. He had that 12th man. You know what I'm saying? They are, he understands that they can't do this thing without us, and we can't
No,
do this without them. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like this thing goes both ways, because I mean, we seen during the pandemic what it looked like with no fans. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, horrible. Hey, Rochelle, yeah, I wonder what happened to you guys. I asked about you last night, man. Well, a good thing. Take care of your family. That's more important than anything else in this world. Family first. Yeah, I'm glad you stopped by. I appreciate it, brother.
gotta spend, if y'all seen Bad Boy, gotta spend that quality time, man. Quality time.
So, Squad, who's a new guy on our channel, said has a question. This is his question. How do you think Garmish will do in the week one? He probably won't do anything but sit on the bench because I don't think he's going to play unless something happened to Mahomes that I didn't hear about.
Yeah,
So,
he'll be over there digging for boogers as
yeah,
usual.
sit on the bench at the clipboard or no clipboard. Well, I'm thinking clipboard because they want no boogers on there. And then it's our boy James Furpo. Hey, what's up, Furpo?
Purple salute.
Raiders. My boy
Let's
Furpo.
go.
Yeah, I got another guy, 5 Speed. 5 Speed, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the building.
Five speed.
No
Well,
Raiders. Yes, sir. Um, so did you see some highlights of the mock game yesterday?
oh, I did. I did.
I don't think we can show them. I don't know if we get copyrighted now. I don't want to do that. So, but yeah, what do you think
Yeah.
about it?
Yeah. First of all, I just like how it seems like everybody's gelling. You know what I'm saying? You got guys that just got here and are acting like they've been here, you know what I mean, for a while with each other. So it's starting to look good. It's starting to, like, the vibe looks, like they're having fun, and I mean, bro, he's getting open. You know what I'm saying? Like, with Thornton, getting him right before this game, because I know the first preseason game is going to be sharp. You know what I mean? That's why I'm glad they got this mock game out of the way, because it takes the nerves off. Because you can correct these mistakes now instead of waiting for the first preseason game to correct things. You got to do it yesterday, and then you're like, okay, now we can get this right going into that first game. So I love this. This was like an extra preseason game for me. Like, I think it was good for the team. We needed it because we're so young, and so I like the way we're going. I love it.
Yeah, but yeah, like you said, get the watch the nerves out because the young guys got to get used to playing in front of the big crowd. Well, some of the players did play in front of huge crowds, like they played at Alabama, LSU, or Michigan, some of Ohio State. These are big crowds, but it's a different type of crowd. This is going to be some other people out there yelling, fighting, and everything else. Well, they won't fight, but you know what I mean. So getting them out there in front of the fans so the fans can see what's going on in camp, see what's going on in practice. Because, a couple of years ago, that nigga dummy always had closed practice. He let nobody, I think they had one or maybe two at the most, where only people come in there are season ticket holders. He didn't let nobody outside come in. Scared that it's going to steal their secrets. I mean, you had no secrets, dude. The offense was lousy. But now Pete Carroll say, bring them in. This is all about the fans. Like you said, without the fans, we're nothing. So I'm glad he's doing that. I'm glad he's getting there and getting all this established, doing things different. He just changes things around. No more being the old stale Raiders of the past. He changes things around.
Yeah. And it's funny, like with
Hey, Thomas, how's it doing, dude?
yep, absolutely. With seeing Tom Brady, creeping towards, it was like, not creeping, I'm gonna use a different word. Slowly getting himself involved and getting around the team and stuff like that, sprinkling things. Like he was telling Thornton some things, like as he was, and that's so good because, as a quarterback, he still got that fire. He still got that. So he sees these things. And like, he's like, damn, if that was me, I would tell him to, and now he gets to do that. You know what I mean? That's what I said. It's so underrated, like what Brady's bringing to us, because he did this for years and he's been through, as many, even his losses, he's learned lessons in his Super Bowl losses. You know what I mean? And so there's so much that he could bring to these players. And I'm so glad that Mark Davis did a good thing and letting him be a part of this franchise, because while he still has, I mean, he's probably always going to have that fire, but while he has that fire still, he's going to help Geno. You know what I'm saying? He's going to help Cam Miller. Aidan, all these guys. Like, he's going to sprinkle things and get them better. He's went against these defenders. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of our linebackers, he's went against. Good, some bad. But that experience, and it's, well, I feel it. I'm not going to put a number on it, but I just feel we're going to do some special things.
Well, he's talking to the quarterbacks, of course, the receivers, yes. He also talked to the defense. He was sitting on the sidelines sitting with Max Crosby. Don't know what they said. Wasn't mic'd up. Had no idea what we're talking about, but they were talking. So he's not only talking to the offense, talking to the defense too, because he's been in the league long enough. He's seen some things. He knows some things. Bringing him in. People were pissed off why they bringing Brady in. Blah, blah, blah. He played with Patriots, the Tug Crew. Okay, well, get over it. That happened. That was in the past. He was drafted by a team. He played because Bledsoe got hurt. So he was starting quarterback, and he played well, and he stayed there until his final year. So the Tug Crew wasn't Brady's fault. It was the referee's fault. I don't know who paid off who. But now he's with the Raiders. Now Mark Davis can just sit back, chill out, and spend time with his girlfriends, right, and just write the checks. Because Mark Davis is not a football mind. I'll keep saying it over and over again. Brady is. He's a football mind because he played it. And don't forget, but also they got another guy there too, Richard Seymour, a football guy. He played football. So he knows the ins and outs of the football, of football. He knows what to see, how to judge players. Him. I bet you Bear was the first one to say, let that guy Wilkins out of here. And I don't want to talk about Wilkins no more. I'm tired of talking about him.
Yeah.
Brady, I probably said, Brady P. Carroll said, no, this guy got to go. Yeah, hey, it's our Tuesday night guy. What's up, Chewy? Hold on, brother.
The heart and soul of the Cover 3 show.
Yep.
Yeah,
so, they're heading in the right direction, I think. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, definitely so. Like in with the DB room, I know we worried about that, and we it showed a little. I don't know. Defense played pretty good from what I hear yesterday, and the the few. Yep, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. No, but yeah, they showed some definitely good things. It's just chemistry. I just want them to keep building chemistry. I want to see, test out Thorne, see what he's got, put him in some situations. Like, let's keep feeding him. You know what I mean? Just build that confidence. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like we're doing. Running game, I didn't hear too much about how we ran the ball, but yeah, we did some good things, but like I said, it kind of for right now is just getting everybody to gel. Because this is what I didn't like about the preseason the last few years, is us not playing our starters and not getting our guys together. So by the time the season starts to roll, we're still trying to figure it out and all that kind of stuff. We ain't got time for that. We got 17 games to win 10 of them at least. You know what I mean? So it's I'd rather us get it going like this, how we're getting things rolling, seeing what we got early.
Yeah. Yeah, let them gel together. I mean, they do practice together, everything else, but it's always a mix and match of teams. This guy playing on first team, second team. So getting that together, get them in a game oriented stadium, getting them together, getting them play, walking in the tunnels, because I think they play they got 2 preseason games here, but still. Get them acclimated to, especially the young guys and the new guys that's coming in. This is Allegiant Stadium. This is the home of the Las Vegas Raiders. This is where we're gonna dominate and play games. Get used to surroundings. That's what basically what it was. Bring the fans in, let them shout, let them cheer, let them. You're gonna hear it, but you're gonna hear it twice as much. We wasn't a full house, but there's a lot of people there. This is what you're gonna hear during our game situations. Get used to it. Make a play, they're gonna call your name out. So that was good. Like I said, Pete Carroll's changing things up, and I like that.
Yeah, definitely. Dang, I was gonna say I forgot what it was, but the whole thing, what was it? Because we put so I've been locked on, with the Raiders, of course, locked on Raiders, but I have been paying attention to Locked On Patriots. I know we early, and I get it, but I'm tuned in. I'm trying to see what they're doing, trying to see what's kind of going on over there. They got our boy Matt Collins. But I'm just mentioning that just to say, I've just been kind of paying attention to their camp and kind of what they got going on. And
they got a lot of our former Raiders over there.
Yeah, they took our leftovers. They took the leftovers.
Yeah. The New England Raiders.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, what's going on, brother? Thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate it. Good morning. Good Sunday morning to you guys. To everybody in the chat, good Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
Yeah. So, that's fine. I'm at the point right now, I'm not really worried about other teams, what they're doing. I still watch some of their chats, some of their lives and stuff, see what they're talking about. And I know it's like a few of them are talking about the Raiders more than talking about their team. I'm like, well, why are you talking about the Raiders? It should, So, I know, are they worried? Should be. I would be. Because this is a whole new team. It's a whole new setup. There's not going to be the same old doormat Raiders. This is going to be a different team. We come in to play the Raiders, or we go there and play, you're going to feel it. You're like, ooh, yeah, you might win, but you're going to like, damn, that was rough. Like I said, might win, but it's rough.
Yeah, Mike Vrabel, like coach of the Patriots now. Like I was just watching like his encounters with the guys, and like they're over there talking smack, and what I'm saying, he's getting them fired up, and their line looks huge. That's one thing. Their offensive line looks pretty big. So that's why, like, I'm just paying attention to that kind of stuff because I know they definitely want to run that ball, and they definitely, are kind of bulking up. So, that's just one thing. I'm just worried that we're gonna definitely to beat them. Like we'll be okay as long as we can stop the run. You know what I'm saying? Like we can. They got some good players. They got like Diggs. They got let me see. I'm trying to think who the like Christian Gonzalez, good player for them, but is injured at the moment, hamstring. So I hope that bothers him at least to game 2. But there's a lot of good things. They're building something good over there. I'm not even going to say that they're not. It's a lot of young players, but that's definitely a team that it's not going to be a pushover. But I hope we come out on top.
Sounds to me you a little bit nervous about playing the Patriots, man.
I mean, I'm a Raider fan, man. I've seen us, going to games. We're supposed to win this and win that, and until that clock's
we're not favored to win that game.
Is 0-0. Oh, that'll change. But that's the betting odds right there. That's that part of the game right there. But the winner will be us. But
that game is almost a toss up, the way it looks now. Because they got both guys, first year head coaches, the whole new team. So that's one of those toss up games. That's one of them games to set the tone for the rest of the season. It's one like who comes out on top, who plays the best game, who does what. I will trust the Raiders with a veteran quarterback over a 2-year quarterback. I trust the Raiders with a running back that hopefully and should be one of the best running backs in the league. I'm trusting a team that had one of the best pass rushers in the league, although he got me sacks last year due to injuries or whatever it is. I trust them more. Just see what happens. I mean, they might got players, but you got to remember they took our players.
Yeah,
You know?
Drake May's a pretty good quarterback. He was one of the guys I wanted for us.
Well, this is second year. We'll see how he does.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's legit. Like that's the one thing. I definitely hate that he went there, but he's definitely.
I don't get quarterbacks any props until they second, third year, the fourth year. We get, like you said, oh yeah, rookie quarterback came out and lit it up. Oh yeah, okay, this is second year, third year. Let's see what happens. I don't get quarterbacks out there in third year, really. Well, yeah, he did pretty good last year, did good this year, and he did good his rookie year, did good last year, and now his third season, he's doing good. So I did not give him his props.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get props for any quarterback. Like Bo Nix. Yeah, he had a decent year. He had simple offensive plays. Let's see how he do in the second year. Look at CJ Stroud. Blew the NFL in his first year. Blew him up. What happened the second year? Struggled. So I don't care. Drake May might have been good in his first year. Might have been getting great in college. He was great in college.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how he do in the second year. Now you got different offensive coordinator. You got McDuffie over there. You got new head coach. Everything changed. So let's see how he adjusts and adapts to that. I'm not giving no credit. I'm going to see him.
Fair enough.
Jack Kennedy, Gino with 5 touchdowns, practice, scrimmage, nice. I know it's the first, second string, but yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, second string.
Yeah.
Second string. Oh, shit, we got an alert. Hold on, man.
Uh-oh.
For Ray Jeff gives. I love that alert. Oh, he's on kick. Hey, guys, thanks for coming in, brother.
Yes, sir. Jeff it up.
Yeah, so I'm not giving anybody credit until we played them. If we play them, I was going to say, well, damn, they played us good. They beat us. But it didn't even start yet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wait. I'll get Drake May his flowers after the second season. If he takes page to the playoffs, give him flowers. If they go 8-9, yeah. If they go 7-10, yeah, I'm not giving no flowers.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Drake May just because the type of player, like it's not always scripted. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's just but he's a good football player. Like it may not look pretty, but he'll make the play that'll make it happen.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. As I said, it's second year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's a good quarterback. I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback, but I will wait to see.
Yeah, and he's got tools, he's got some weapons. And then what's his name? Gets to see his boy Henderson from Ohio State, gets to reunite. Because I think that's the deal. That's the tiebreaker for me is offensive coordinator with Chip Kelly over McDaniels. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where we break that tie. Because like you said, it's pretty even, like you said, with the first year head coach. Just young teams kind of putting it together. But I think that's where we get them.
Okay, so OCs, they got McDuffie. We got Chip Kelly. Who are you putting your money on?
Chip Kelly.
Okay. Head coach, they got Vabro. We got Pete Carroll, who won championships on both levels. Who are you putting your money on?
Oh, Pete Carroll.
Okay. So we already got a leg up on that anyway. I don't watch the Patriots. I hate the Patriots. Well, actually, to be honest with you, I hate all NFL teams that's not named Raiders. So there it is.
Fair enough.
Like I said, look what they did. They stole most of our defensive players. Well, a couple of them. Jasin, they had 3, I think. Jason's playing. Who else they take? Take somebody else.
Was it Epps? Was it Epps? Marcus Epps, I think.
Yeah, see, so they're basically taking stuff from us from last year. Terry Walker, I'm not giving us any credit until we play. Exactly. I'm not giving us credit either. But I bet money on it. I ain't gonna bet no more because I lost money last year. Who's going to cover 6.5 games? Yeah, I'm done with that. I thought they'll win at least, win some games.
That's why I think it's scary to do that again this year because you're like, okay, we got to be better than that. You know what I mean? And then, but anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm thinking about it too. I might do that too because I definitely believe we're gonna win more than I literally believe we're gonna make the playoffs. We are gonna sneak and creep into the playoffs.
Like I just said, they can have those players. Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't want to stay. We want to pay them. Did we want to pay them enough, or we just didn't want them? One or the other. So they're gone.
Yeah, it was scraps. They got our scraps, which is cool. That's fine.
Yeah, right there. So I think they would pay them. I mean, he had a couple of years of Raiders. Not going to deny that. But they paid him so much. I don't think Raiders like, we're not going to pay you that much. Mm-hmm. Because like some people say, they let Blaine walk. They didn't let him walk. My thinking is that they probably offered a contract. Maybe. No telling. It wasn't there. And he said, and then the New England said, we'll give you this much money. Boom. I'm gone.
He said,
he has a kid, he has a new family, so yeah, he's gonna take the money.
Mm-hmm.
Why he gonna take he's gonna take the money while he still can. And Jeff, you still in the building? This show is brought to you by Chris's Coffee, a special blend. Can't tell you what's in it, but the special blend. Not Dunkin' Donuts. This guy runs on Chris's special blend.
Nice. I can't show my special blend. It'll, I ain't trying to get us canceled. No.
Maybe all right. You can show it in California, but some states can't do it.
Yeah. Some places might take that offensive. But,
so what's that? Go back. Jack Kennan said Pete Carroll has a winning record versus all AFC West Coast except for Andy Reid. Well, that's going to change.
You're going to change that.
We're going to change that. I didn't say this is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. I said Chris Special Blend. So I'm still in your lines. So you can't sue me. My boy Jeff. I love my boy. I love Jeff.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's why I said I'm not even mad because the linebackers we picked up for, what I'm saying, like one, imagine, okay, out of everybody, Spillane was about to I chase on too. I kind of wanted us to keep chase on for some depth, but I'm okay with it. But for what we got back with White, with Smith, with White, with Pratt, what I'm saying? Like we got a whole set. It's not like we just had one because before we just had, it was always remember Denzel Perryman. We had just one player and then the rest were just okay or rookies or UDFAs or, but now we got a whole set of vets. You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget Jamal Adams is going to play that hybrid linebacker safety role. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's talk about that. So they were saying that Chen was the slot corner from yesterday.
Was it?
Yeah, they had him playing as the slot for the nickel.
Well, they trying different things. They're trying different approaches. They're getting everybody playing different position to see because they still evaluate these players. This is Pete Carroll's and Chip Kelly first year with the Raiders, so they're trying out different situations, different scenarios. What happens if we put them there? Which I think is a good thing. This because you played that position last year, don't mean you're gonna play it again this year with Pete Carroll. Because last time you had that position last year, you're gonna play the same position this year, and it stays. So who knows? Chen might be a hell of a slot corner.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the things they're doing. They're mixing it up. They're getting things like because JPJ wasn't having starting reps of this mock game. He wasn't even there on the starting line rotation. They had Parham, Meredith, Glaze, and Colton Miller.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about that with them? Pretty much going back and forth with Meredith and JPJ.
they're gonna find out the best person. I mean, even Jeff said the other day, and I like his take on it. Jeff's an offensive line guy, so he knows more than I do. But his take was that putting JPJ at guard gives him more flexibility because the guard can do more than a center, especially on those read options and all that good stuff. Or the pulls.
Mm-hmm.
He's faster, he's stronger, and he's tougher.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they do the Highway 66 like they used to do, man, that'd be crazy. You imagine him pulling with Glaze in front of him and JBJ right in front and Genty behind that. It's like running a brick wall. So you can already tackle Genty. You got to run to the brick wall to tackle a brick wall. You know what I mean? So, I like his take on that. I didn't think about that, but yeah, he might be a good center, but him being a guard, he can pull. He can actually do what he likes to do, go out there and hit somebody.
Yeah.
So I give him credit for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure they probably talked to JBJ and they put Meredith. Meredith's probably a better anchor as center because the center only had to do was just call the assignments out, let Meredith do it. You're a guard. You can pull. And I'm sure they probably sat JBJ in the room and say, hey, guess what? You like hitting people? Yeah. We put you at guard. So if we pull, you can go out there and hit some other guys. You can go out there and hit everybody. Instead of just hitting a nose tap. You can go hit them linebackers. You can go hit those safeties. You can hit those cornerbacks. How you like that? You probably like, oh, yeah. Yeah, coach, put me in.
Yeah, and if Meredith is as good as, because maybe he's just playing his butt off, which is cool. Like, hey, we need a legit center. And with the guard help that we definitely need, you know what I'm saying? If JPJ slots in one side, basically we'll see if it's Parnham's time to get up out of here or it's not, because he will eventually either step up or be the weakest link. And then that way we'll see, well, if it's not this guy,
Yeah, like this. The picture in your head, JBJ pulling.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine what the defense is like. Oh crap, he's pulling. I'm not going to go against that guy. That guy plays too hard. As in the Cleveland Browns game, refs say no, he's playing too hard.
Mm-hmm.
H.O. guy, hey, good morning, man. How you doing, brother?
No. We're built for outside running too. Finally, again,
yeah.
we can actually hit a corner and get out of there too, especially with Mostert and with Genty. And I like that part. It's not just ramming the ball up the middle. You know what I'm saying? It's now we can hit that corner and we got to make these defenders move.
If those choreographic, I don't know about that. You watch that other guy, Mossy, he does his things about that. I say, yeah, well, it's still football, The guys still got to go out there and play, and they get hurt and all that stuff. So it can be too choreographed. But anyway, that's your opinion. I appreciate that opinion. Sometimes it looks that way. Sometimes, but I don't think it is.
About Gino and Carroll taking over LB, love it.
Love it.
Definitely. Two things that we needed was a head coach and a quarterback, and
that was the main thing we needed.
That's all we needed. It was just
we can build around them.
Mm-hmm.
Jason got the Incognito. Yes, exactly. We get that old school Raider guards and tackles nastiness, the old school, which I like. Yeah. You know what? Make the defensive line get punished for trying to come in. Punish them. So Richard, you talking about the Super Bowl logos? Yeah, I noticed that, but I ain't gonna put too much into it. But
one of them was it silver or something like that? I think.
It had the 49ers and the Baltimore colors in the Super Bowl logo, but Baltimore didn't make it. It was KC. But yeah, I saw that. But I didn't put too much into it. Maybe this year they'll have the silver and black logos in there, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it can happen.
Yeah. So any other takeaways besides that? Besides Tom Brady sitting next to Max Crosby on the sidelines talking?
AOC was robbed at max point. Max wanted the ball a little bit more than AOC wanted the ball, and strip sack. For me, it's just concerning because this is the same thing that we've been talking about with AOC. Just it was a good play. Max got in there fast, but it's just another thing where this is year 3, for AOC, and he's still kind of making the same mistakes. You know what I mean? Like, I know it sucked. It was, good time and play, but I'm just, I'm being petty about it, but it's just something to, something we have to look at because it keeps happening. His first ever game, he was stripped multiple times. And
you gotta remember this. Oh God, I didn't cut you. Go ahead.
No, you good. No, I was just gonna say, like, this is kind of entering, year 3. We gotta see a little bit something different, because that's with AOC. That was my knock on him, is that he kind of holds the ball. Love the kid, love what he was, thrust into, and just the things that he has to work on, has to change is working that pocket and holding on to the ball. You know what I'm saying?
I'm agree with Jeff on this. You gotta remember that AOC played the second string offense. They played against the first string defense, and the pocket wasn't there. They just pushed the second string offense line back. I only see a couple plays of that, but they can't push them back, so you can't blame AOC what happened.
Yeah.
But that's something he has to adapt to. That's why they did that. Okay, if you go out there, this was going to happen to you. What do you do? So.
Yeah. Just for me, I mean, I'm not saying like just a harsh blame, but it's just it's something he's got to get better with. He's got to hold on to the ball, like you're gonna get hit, and I get it, but you got to know your surroundings. You got to have some awareness. You know what I mean? Like, if people are coming off hot, just know you got to step up and protect the ball or get it out your hands. Or get out to the side. Like I said, you watch Mahomes. Watch how he wiggles out of the pocket. He knows the line's coming. Everybody wants his head every week, but he knows how to maneuver. He knows how to, and that's what I'm just saying. He has to, AOC has to have better awareness in the pocket. You know what I mean? Just being able to step up. I get it. You just want to get the ball out where you are, but sometimes you got to move. And that's what, with him, that's what I want him to work on is moving around in the pocket, getting,
And like you said, AOC has to work on his pocket presence. He also has to work on throwing on the run. Mm-hmm. Besides the footwork, throwing on the run is one of the biggest weaknesses. It is.
Amen.
He's not good throwing the ball on the run when he does decide to run.
Well, that's what the off season's for. That's what I'm saying. That's where you work on that craft. Like, you work on what you don't do well, and you get better. That's what I'm saying. That's the part. There's no excuse for, he doesn't do this. No, you work on that, and then you get better at that. You might not be as great at it, but at least you're better than you were. It's just about taking those steps. You got to step forward.
Mm-hmm. I agree. But they also talk about Cam Miller had a great game. He ran a couple of RPOs, man. Looked good. That's what he does. That's one of his strong suits. So he's a lot more mobile than Geno Smith and AOC. So of course he's gonna look good. He can get out the pocket. He can run. So it's gonna look better than AOC. I don't know about his arm strength. I really didn't see it on display. I didn't see any clips of that. But he can throw the ball. But he also can get out the pocket. He also can run. Because they put him in there in RPO with Jinty in the backfield and a couple of tight ends. Like, my God, what's going to happen next? Even Geno Smith played RPO, get a touchdown yesterday. I think it was the first one. Mm-hmm. So AOC got to get on that train. Like, we're going to run some RPO, so you better get your legs working. Okay? So that's one thing he has to do.
Yeah, it sucks. Like, when basically they know what we're going to do, like those third and fourth and ones that we always fail at, like, the defense can just come downhill on us. You know what I'm saying? But if we have like those moving pieces, like, with Tucker and all these little gadget players, you make the defense have to move and adjust, and their eyes aren't focused on just coming downhill. Now you got to pay attention. Okay, I have to be, just in case they try to pop out, outside. You know what I mean? It's like, you just want them thinking, always having to second guess themselves, and you catch them slipping. That's the whole, the whole point of ball.
Yeah.
Turd
Exactly.
Ferguson. Salute.
Yeah.
Nice name.
Value your opinion.
Turd Ferguson. Now, was that like a high school nickname or was that, what is that? I hope your first name ain't Turd for real.
The Raiders are Cowboys of AFC. Yeah. Well,
At least the Cowboys make the playoffs. They just don't know what to do once they get there.
Yeah, probably back then, but not now. Yeah, Cowboys always made playoffs. They go 12-5 and get their butts kicked in the first round by a wild card team. Let's see. Best is more of a slot guy behind. Yeah, I'll put him there. Yeah, more like I didn't see anything about him last this game. I don't know if he did anything.
Yeah, I didn't hear too much about Besh.
Myers near contract. Yes, he does. Maybe they hiding him. Maybe they already know, but I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll
Besh.
see.
Yeah, so Besh will be good in the running game too. That's what I like. I like him more for the blocking. His blocking skills too.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah. So another good news. We haven't talked, since then, but they extended Colton Miller, which was a much needed thing. They had to. They had to extend him because he's a stable on the offensive line. He's the one. He's the one. Because left tackles in this league are not easy to find. A good one anyway. You can find it, but they're not good.
Yeah.
So, what's your feelings about that? They went to extend him.
I mean, for what we're trying to do, it's definitely understood. My thing with him is always health. It's like when he's healthy, yeah, he's cool. But I mean, how often have we seen him healthy in these last few years? But good to at least have him and not have him. But it's just like, dang, we end up paying people a lot of money on the end of these contracts. I get it. He's a Raider for life and all this kind of stuff. But, it's, I don't know like I said, if he's healthy this whole season, then we're good. But like I said, that's the only thing I worry about is just him staying healthy. But, as far as that, not mad.
Pack said, go Packs. And thank you for job shakers. And Nate Hobbs, we let you have him because he don't play all the games anyway. You can have him. But Job Jacobs, we didn't give him to you, so let's go let him walk. So
yeah, you guys should be all right though. You guys did good in the draft. You guys got some good wide receivers.
I'm not giving no else credit for any of your team. No.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm doing it. Nope.
I'm straight across. I give you credit where you deserve. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, they don't play a division with second care less, but they probably take care of that. What they call the blue collar division. They probably handle that with no problem. Yeah, well, Coach healthy. He's a top 5 easy. Yeah, he is. He had 2 years of bad health, but you remember last season he did that good, but as the season progressed, he got better and better because he didn't have a train camp. He didn't have anything like that. OTAs. So he had to get healthy. So it took him long to get started because they said he's in shape, but it's this thing called football shape. We don't know what that is. So he wasn't in football shape. But as the season progressed, he got better and better. And this year, right now, he looks fully healthy. His arms and his shoulder and everything looks good. And then one thing he's doing that I like that he's doing, he's teaching Grant, the draft pick we got, and the OTAs and all that stuff. He knows that on sidelines, he's with Grant almost all the time. He's training him. He's working with him. Because Grant is the probably future left tackle. Hey, Gio Max, welcome to the show, brother. So, season, it looks good. But I learned from last year that don't get overhyped until you see what happens. I do have faith in Pete Carroll, Spycheck, Chip Kelly, Tom Brady, Richard Seymour. I have faith in all those guys. Because they don't want to lose. These guys are all winners. All of them are winners. All of them won either something big in their career, either a championship in college, either a championship in NFL. they all were winners. We got winners in the building, not just guys trying out for the first time. Uh, um, uh, I learned my lesson. No, we don't have those guys no more. You know what I'm talking about too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have faith in them. I think we're gonna win games that we should win, and some games that we ain't supposed to win. Because they have us. I think I don't know. Chat tell me. I know we started with 6.5 to win the 6.5, then moved to 7. I think it's almost like at 8 or 9 now. I think it moved up. Games we're supposed to win, and as time get closer, it's gonna move up again, especially during preseason.
Lock it in now. I wish I'd have locked it in when it was at 6.5.
That's what I said. I did it last year, and I learned my lesson. Like, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, that was wild. And then realistically, we literally almost won 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Like we just happened to beat the Saints and we happened to beat the Jaguars.
Yeah, I heard about that, Jack. I guess Parham went up from 285 to 322. I seen him on video. It looks a lot bigger.
He needs it. That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing with him is he's light, and then he's always on the ground. So we just want to keep him up, keep him just enough where you can just block somebody.
Yeah, he's not a bad blocker, but he's just light in the ass. The 300-pound lineman, defensive lineman, just push him around. Put 332 on. That's pretty big. So you want to get pushed around, maybe because he couldn't anchor. That's what his problem was. He couldn't anchor. You couldn't just sit there and anchor the guy because they're just pushing to the side like swatting a gnat. Like, get out of here. But now he's 22. But I hope it's a good 322. A lot of muscle, a lot of muscles.
Not a Jamarcus Russell 322.
That was 450.
Like, man,
450 miles. A pure man beat. Like, no. But yeah, now maybe he can anchor. Maybe he got a shot. But I still like the build and makeup of offensive line because they got players. I think it'll be better because Geno Smith will play behind a better offensive line than he did play last year. A lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Did Geno? Anybody know in chat? Because I'm still clips are still coming out. Did Geno get sacked in the game yesterday? Do you know?
Let me see. I forgot. I pulled this up and I forgot to go over it. This is pretty much the let me see. The highlight, give or take, of yesterday. So it says basically Raiders mock game highlights. Raiders simulated a full scrimmage with a final score logged as 38-36, though the focus was on competitive execution rather than winning the scoreboard. Offensive spark, second-year QB Geno Smith, which is crazy because he's not second year. But Geno Smith flash control, connecting twice for touchdowns with Brock Bowers, including a clutch back shoulder grab in the red zone. Injury alert. I don't know if you want to talk about that one.
Hold on for a minute.
Okay.
But, so it wasn't. He didn't get sacked and no interceptions, right?
Yeah, I didn't see any. Let me see. Let's see.
Yeah, I know he had 5 touchdowns, Jack. Yeah, I saw that.
There we go. Let's see. See if it comes. Yeah, it says there was no reports or confirmations that Geno Smith was sacked during the mock game.
Okay.
Yeah. So no sacks. Damn, it said what was the score? 38-36? Guys, we scored more than 16 points. No.
What?
No.
It doesn't mock, that don't count. But the point is that it drove the ball down the field. He had some big throws. He had that one throw I saw on highlight. He overthrew Thornton, but that's going to be expected. You know, do it now. Get out the way now. But he did connect to Thornton a couple of times. But yeah, get the timing and the speed right. So do it now. So when the real game starts, you know exactly where you're supposed to be and how fast you can run. Because you can probably overthrow him and he'll probably catch up to the ball, which more likely that's what Tucker does too. So now he's getting adjusted to the speed. So get that out the way. I'm happy with that. Because one thing's going to happen is this. I look at we're going to run the ball. That's no doubt about that. We're going to show out. We're going to throw out hook patterns and curls and stuff like that, slants. No doubt about that. But I'll tell you one thing. There's that threat the defense has to worry about. That Tugger or Thornton getting that field in a split second. And you no longer can put Aidan in a box like they did all last year. We're just going to put in a box and cover this and that, and cover Bowers and Jacoby. That's all we got to worry about. And we can put 7 in the box, 6 in the box, and just bum rush. Mm-hmm. No excuses for Zamir White. That's probably why he couldn't run the ball, because we had no threat outside. Plus, we had a quarterback that couldn't get the ball out there to him anyway. And all his line went bad. It's going to be a lot different this year.
Yeah. And I want, Tucker will be better with a consistent quarterback. That's the thing. Like, is a weapon if we can have someone that can deliver the ball to him consistently and accurately. Like, I want him to also be an extension of the screen and running game. You know what I mean? Like, his build is like he can be both. He could be a running back, he could be receiver. And I think with the size that we have on the field, like say if we run Besh, Myers, Thornton, you know what I'm saying? Then out of the backfield, we got Genty, Mostert, Tucker. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little 3-man combo. And I just think and that's not even saying Bowers and with Mayer. You know what I mean? So it's like just making a balanced offense where you got to look at everybody, because you can't leave Genty, you cannot leave Mostert, you can't leave Tucker. You know what I'm saying? So I think if you put these pieces in the right place and use them like with those jet sweeps and stuff like that, I think Tucker would kill it with those.
Hey, salute we the people. Jack has a question. It's 12 person now. I didn't see. I don't know who they had out there, but you know what? It doesn't matter, because they're gonna mix and match different players in and out. Yeah, but we the people's in the building. Salute to you too. I don't know, because they're gonna mix and match. They're not gonna show their hand now. This is practice, basically. The fans have to watch the players play to get a feel for it. We don't know exactly what they're going to do in the 12 or 11 or 13 personnel. We don't know exactly what they're going to do now. They're not going to show their hand, because they had spies out there. You know that. People are watching to see what they're going to do. So a lot of their offenses were basic offenses, vanilla offense that everybody runs. Mm-hmm. You know it. So it's not nothing big in news. Nothing big. They already know about Brock Bowers. They heard about Thornton. They know Mayer. They never seen Geno Smith play for this team, So they're not going to show everything. That's why I probably didn't hear about Genty running the ball. They didn't run that much, I don't think. I don't know. But it seemed like they didn't even run the ball that much. They're not going to show that.
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing too much about the running game sticking out at all.
Yeah. So, they're not going to do too much to, give their hand out. They're going to do the same thing in preseason and these scrimmages that are coming up. They're not going to show their hand. So I'm sure Chip Kelly is sitting down there and got so many plays and so many players involved in it. He's not just going to use Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers. He's going to use everybody. Everybody. When they say, I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked. It's like they get on a goal line and, the left tackle or right tackle. This player is eligible receiver now. Mm-hmm. They did that with Donald Penn a while back. They might do something like that. We don't know, which is good. That means we don't know. The other guys don't know. So, but anyway, go back to Tucker. And I remember last year, a few plays, Tucker was open down the field. He had a 5-yard lead. And he had to stop and wait for the ball to get to him. Back then, all the DBs caught up to him. But now, Geno Smith throw that ball so far, he had to run up and catch up to it. That means the DBs can't catch up to him. So there's going to be a lot of things we're going to see different, a lot of good things.
Yeah, I play with Minshew every day on my Madden streams, and I know exactly what Tucker goes through. You know, it's
Tracy Tucker, are you related to the guy we're talking about?
hey, Tracy Tucker. That's probably sis. Salute, sis. Yes, sir.
But I think Tucker's going to be one of those guys that Divas got to watch out for, because he's a veteran, and I'm sure Chip Kelly got some mean old plans for him. Like, yeah, this is what you're going to do. Tucker was like, oh, really? Bubble screens, reverses, in and around, jet sweeps.
Mm-hmm.
But Tucker, one thing Tucker has, he has that gear. That look like he's running slow, all of a sudden he takes off on him. That's one thing that he has. Thornton has that long stride, that gear, that long big stride that, he take one step, he already ran 3 yards just by taking one step. So he has that kind of speed.
Yeah, we got weapons. Like I said, we put them in the right places, we'll be good. With Thornton, I think Thornton is, not saying just a deep threat, but I feel like that's his game. You know what I mean? Like where we can beat them teams over the top, and we got Jacoby and everybody else to kind of clean up everything in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like anything, 10, 20 yards down, we got them. And then when we want to take it over the top, we give them that one-on-one with Thornton.
At the wide receivers, so this is what we got on wide receivers I'm looking at. We got 2 clutch guys. That's Best and Jacoby. We got 2 barn burners. We got Thornton and we got Tucker. So we got those guys. We got guys that can make clutch catches and get the guys that can take you over the top. And then we got our tight end room. We got a guy that's looking like Bowers. He's Bowers. That's all I can say. And then Mayer's coming up, which I thought he was good the first year, but second year kind of like things happen. Understandable. And then the other guy nobody's talking about too much is Thompson. He's been showing lights out, doing practice and everything else. He's catching the ball, and he's a good blocker. So we got the weapons. I'm not going to touch the running back room, but we already know what we have. So, what did Jack say is a good call?
He said,
okay.
Yeah. So I want Pigs to get 1 carry, so 805 buys 2 pitchers of beer. Next Bakersfield fan, Chris Ford, RJ will enjoy it as well.
Well, 805 will buy some beer anyway. That's the kind of guy he is. He's a good guy. He'll buy his pitcher regardless. Yeah, I get it.
Shout to 805, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, supposed to be on a show next week or week after next?
Yeah, I think it's the next.
Should be the
next. I want to say 17th, but you could be right. It could be the 7th. Go check back in my notes. Hopefully, it's the 7th.
Wait, okay. You're Trey Tucker's mom. Hey,
that's what's up.
Hey. That's what's up. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Glad
make sure you like and subscribe to us. I love Trey Tucker. I'm gonna give more chances than you had last year. Last year you get no opportunity because we had bad quarterback play, bad offensive line, give him the ball. But I think this year he's gonna be a key part of this offense. I mean, he might not be the starter, but when he comes in, defense is like, oh, wait a minute, they got Tucker over here and they got Thornton over there. Okay, guys, back up. They're going deep. And we just run the ball right up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Chilly. Excuse me, guys. Yeah. So
yeah. You know where he would even be, also are those goodness, not the Texas route. Oh, the wheel routes. You know what I'm saying? Like run him on a wheel route because he's got the speed to beat the linebackers. You know what I'm saying? So by the time he breaks, and say if you have Tucker on or Thornton on that side, right? And then he's taking you, bam, across the field, then all it is Tucker on that right side going up wheel route.
So that means you have basically to put Tucker on the outside in the slot position and then motion him to the backfield and then run a weird ball.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I'm sure Chip Clay thought that too.
just putting it out there. No, hey, Chip, I hope you're listening. You know, there's ways, because then that takes the pressure off the running game too. Because like with Genty, because I love those the double back set because I know he likes to run that too. Which that's cool. You could have Genty and say Tucker or Genty and Mostert, and then have Mostert pop out for the wheel, or just whoever, and then it just takes the focus off because now you got to run upfield, and that's going to open up the whole side for Genty. You know what I mean?
Okay, so we're going on subject now because Richard asked, "What do you think about Trey Taylor at safety?" Well, yeah, sad news about yesterday one of the safeties got hurt. I don't have any details on that. Do you have details on what happened?
Let me see. Yes, I do. Raider Nation Jasin was injured yesterday while watching the mock Raider game. He will be out for the foreseeable future.
And they too late. They got spot open. Man, go out there, go walk, and they got spot open. So
Hey,
we'll walk on.
my old spot. I'm right now. I'm healthy-ish. No, yeah,
we got. He broke his fibula.
Oh, was it?
Wow.
Right. Yeah. It says who. Okay. Right. Yeah. Injured alert. Safety Lonnie Johnson Jr., who has been battling for a starting role, suffered a serious right leg injury after rolling his ankle and was carted off the field. Yeah, Pete Carroll described it as significant. Let's see what the whole thing.
He's gonna say he broke his fibula. If he did that, then he's done.
That's crazy.
He's gonna come back from that.
Yeah, he commented this morning, or was it yesterday? He said, "I'm a soldier, chin up, chest out. God got me." You know what I'm saying? But dang it, yeah, he said he doesn't have the details. Let me see if I can find.
Miss Tucker, go Raiders. Appreciate that.
Yes, man. Appreciate you.
If that's the case, then he's done. They just signed him, so I don't know what they're gonna do. They can put him on IR. They want, but they want. But the question was asked about Trey Taylor.
Yeah, it's broken. It's broken. Damn.
It's too bad. I feel sorry for him.
Damn, that sucks, man.
I don't want nobody to get injured, but so now the next person has to step up. Trey Taylor, they all got to step up because we have safeties, so we wasn't lacking in that department. We wasn't short, but he was a veteran. He was experienced, so that kind of hurts a little bit. So next man up,
Jamal Adams. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of get.
Jamal Adams not gonna play safe. He's not gonna play safe.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna play that safety linebacker hybrid. So it's gonna be more on the line. So,
but I mean that's his pretty much. They both played the same, because he was strong safety too. I was gonna say, so he knows the position. I mean, pretty much he's done it a lot longer than Lonnie Johnson had. So he's a better.
Lonnie Johnson was playing free safety, so that's what he was playing.
I don't think he's a free. I think he's more like strong.
No, but in the system he was playing as a free.
Oh yeah.
No, because
because on the Rams he was more strong safety.
But, well, I'm sorry to hear about that, man. Good luck in your future because I don't know what they're gonna do with him.
It's over. Yeah, it's over. Once you you have the best availability.
Yeah, broke your leg. That's it. But I said, good luck to your future, man, because he was trying to, make the team improve a point, and he was doing good. I heard.
Yeah, he said that Pete was trying to get him for a while too, so I know that's disappointing for him too. Like damn.
But this morning, yeah, I didn't get a chance to read the news. I had to get up early, but I might take all the news out today.
Yeah, damn, that sucks. I didn't because he said it was significant, but I thought maybe I was thinking like knee or ankle, like.
Well, they're not gonna say anything first happened until they get a full inspection of it, so they ain't gonna tell you what happened.
Yeah, damn, that sucks.
So next man up. That's all you say, man. So now if you was playing behind him at third, on third, now you move up. Now you gotta try to get that spot.
Chris Smith. Is he still on? Chris Smith?
Chris Smith's still there. He was in the game. He got juked by Geno Smith on a touchdown run.
Nice.
He crashed out. Geno Smith, touchdown.
Yeah. See, I love that we got a mobile, he's not, Vic or Lamar, but he can get, you know what I'm saying? That when he needs to, he can get out of there. He has that instinct of, yeah, it's time to go. And that's all we ask for. That's all we need.
Yeah, time for Harper to step. It's time for everybody to step. They should have been stepping up anyway. But now here's the golden opportunity. Too bad it happened this way. But now is the chance to, damn, I can get in the starting lineup or I can get in the rotation. So it's your time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's the sad thing. Other than that, they said, look, I wish I could have went and had a chance to go, but it looked fun. Everybody in the crowd was happy, shouting, yelling. It was a good time. Although it's just a mock practice, but like I said, Pete Carroll's doing this for the fans. Tom Brady, Spytek, all that, doing it for the fans. Because we lost fan support after the debacle of McDummy. We didn't lose fans, but they stopped going to games. It's like, shit. And and then AP came in there. We got the base build back up, but last year, like, what the fuck? So he's trying to build that. You know what? Trust the Raiders. We're gonna do something this year. It might be one of those special seasons. Like what the Commanders had last year.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect them to go to NFC Championship game. Nobody did. I don't think anybody had them going to the playoffs, but they did, and and was like, right, one game away from going to a Super Bowl. Didn't expect that. Can we expect that? Who knows?
Yeah. We just made the playoffs in 2021, and to digress like that is crazy. Like for us to go, from that to 4 games is nuts. That's what I said. We were never building. We never could build off our successes off 17. Or I'm sorry, off 16, we couldn't build off that. And it took us to 21, get back, and couldn't build off that. So, and here we are, 2025. So it's about that time for our playoff run.
Well, see, that's the key, Richard. The Redskins were building up to it. They had the receivers. They had a decent running back. I don't know who he was at the time. They had a decent offensive line. Defense was, there. The only thing they needed was a quarterback. We needed more than a quarterback at that time. So if we had drafted Jacob Downs, he'd have probably got killed.
Yeah.
We needed everything. We needed running backs. We needed offensive line. We need some help on defense. We need all that stuff. So, there was a quarterback and maybe another player away from making that run. And plus, they got that McQueen or Queensberry, whatever his name is. They got him a good offensive coordinator. So they had all the pieces in place. We didn't have that. What do we have? Luke Getsy, Minshew, Zamir White that couldn't run more than 2 yards a carry. Offensive line that was shaky. So we weren't built to compete, and that was McDummy's fault. The draft picks. I don't think none of his draft picks even started. The draft picks they picked. I don't think even anyone started, or someone ain't still on the team. Only one. I only know of 1 or 2. But you got to give him that thing because he took the 2023 football team, destroyed it. Literally destroyed that team when he came in there. After they won playoffs after they went to playoffs the previous year, he came in and just totally dismantled it. Look, when you got a winning team that makes the playoffs, you don't tear it down. You build on it. He didn't build on it. He tore it down. So like you look at Pete Carroll, what they're doing now. They say, well, we only won 4 games, so we didn't do much to tear down. But what we're going to do is improve what we have. We know what we have. We know we have Matt Scott. We know we got Brock Bowers. We know we have, these guys, that play their heart and soul out. Now let's improve the other part of it. What do we need? We need cornerbacks. We need a running back. We need a quarterback so to get Geno Smith. So
instead of tearing everything down, they're improving what we improved the other things that we didn't have. So that's what Pete Carroll's doing. That's what Pytek's doing.
Yeah, defense. Defense, I think will be. People think that our defense is going to kind of fall off, but I don't think so. I actually think it's going to be a little bit more stout. You know what I mean? Where we're not giving up these big plays, and I think it'll be better communication for one. Just having a lot of youth, it's hard to gain experience without playing the games and stuff like that. So once these guys have been around the game for a while, most like the linebacking core, and that's going to help both sides. They're going to be able to support our line where we lost like Wilkins, and we're still trying to figure out in some spaces, and it's going to help our young DB room. And
Wilkins, played 5 games last year, so like they said, it's a song too. You can't miss what you never had. So what difference does it make? He's not there, and we still did okay.
mm-hmm.
It was the offense going to cover the damn points. I think a flea bit me.
Oh damn!
But I'm out of debt, so I get bug bites all the time. Yeah, so you can't miss what we never had. So they did good without him.
Yeah, we'll be good. Like I said, if we stay healthy, we're good. Like healthy, we'll see what we got, and then that's easier to see what we need to get, gain for the future.
Yeah. Like I said, I was a freak accident happening to Lion Johnson. I wish him luck. I wish him the best in his future career. But hey, I think he's done. I don't know. They haven't said what they're gonna do on him yet. Probably find out till next week.
Yeah.
Because Pete Carroll did want him. They'll put him on the IR. And just hold on to him. That way, he's out for the rest of the year. They just keep him in the back burner, or they bring somebody else in. But they do have a lot of safeties, so they won't be hurting in that field aspect. So they won't go out rushing hurt like they used to do in the past. Go rush, go sign another safety. Well, you got 5 safeties on the team. Why do you got to sign another one?
Yeah.
Pay him all the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I would say it was at least it was a depth piece. It wasn't like he was going to be one of the starters on our defense, but
yeah, do the rotation.
Special teams guy for sure. Yeah, the biggest surprises so far is JPJ splitting time with right guard with Kappa, and Bennett spending time with the 2nd, 2nd, and 3rd team. Yeah, I mean, best players on the team, man. Like those guys started because that's what we had last year. You know what I'm saying? Like now we got a coach that knows talent, knows a starter, knows what it's supposed to look like. So that's what I say. Don't be surprised, man, if a lot of these positions are changed, because a lot of these players started because that's all we had at that position. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean just because they were our 1 last year that they might not be Pete's number 4. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Bennett is not a Pete Carroll type DB he wants. Plus, he was hurt half the year. Well, I don't know if it was half the year, but he was hurt last year. Cam Richards is a Pete Carroll type DB. He's tall, lanky, long, and fast. Mm-hmm. So that's why Bennett's getting the reps as 2nd and 3rds. And like I said, with JPJ, Pete Carroll and Spytech, he probably even Braid, see something in that kid. Like, he might have been a good center. You still are a good center. But I think you do better at guard. Because now you can do those pulls. You can go out there, and since you like to be rough, you can go out there and ruffle the damn linebackers. Them damn safeties that want to try to come up. You can go out there and punch them. Because when you center, basically you're going up against the nose tackle and maybe a linebacker blitzing up the middle. That's basically what you're going up against. But when you're a guard, if you're pulling, you can go out there and show and force your will on the other guys. They don't like to think twice about it. JBJ out here running, hitting us. I don't want to go, coach. I'm not going to 8-man front. I'm putting saying way back. This guy plays nasty for me. No, I don't want to play against him. So we'll see how it plays out. But one thing that's good about that is that they know they got a center that can start. Meredith's now playing center. So anything will happen to either one of those guys, they know they got a backup that can be just as good as the ones they taking place for. So there we go. Pete Carroll's building that depth up. Everybody can play anything.
Yeah, JPJ throws his body around. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to say.
He throws his will around.
Yeah.
Throws his will around. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, and I appreciate, he puts it on the line, and that's all we want. We don't want nobody reserving themselves because, you only live once, man, and you get to do what a lot of us wish we could have done. And you guys, you have the opportunity. So, man, make every bit of it. Don't live on regrets. You know what I'm saying? Just give it all while you have the chance to play. And that's all, we'll love you and respect you for it.
Yeah, we don't need guys in there taking plays off. And JPJ's not that guy.
Mm-mm.
He'll play through the whistle. So, like I said, these are experienced coaches, experienced offensive coordinators, experienced ownership now.
Mm-hmm.
And they see things. They see things that we don't see. True, they drafted him as a guard. He played guard, and that was the first time really playing that position, or he didn't play that much of it. He did okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he moved from left to right. They went on both sides to see which spot is he better at. We already know he's good at center. We already know that.
Mm-hmm.
But let's try him somewhere else where you can pull, where you can do all the other stuff that you can't do at center. It's very rare for a center to pull. That's what, according to Jeff, what he was telling me. So I asked him, do centers pull? Rarely. So he couldn't do things that he can't. Now he can do things the center can't do.
Mm-hmm. And that just shores up that guard, because that's where we kind of worry about is that guard position. We're okay with our tackles, but when we think about the guard position, and then at least this eliminates one side, and then we just gotta plug and play, I guess, unless Parnham is that guy, becomes that guy. But we'll be better last year. We don't, we'll be way better than we were last year. We'll be able to actually consistently run the ball. You know what I mean? So that's the key. As long as we can run the ball, we'll be okay. We'll be able to open up our offense. But if we can't do nothing, if we can't run this ball. So with this, I feel more confident with us being able to run. Yeah, of course, I would love to see him at center. But if the team feels like he's a better asset at guard, then let's do it.
Do it. Yeah, I want to see White step up. Yeah, me too, because this is it for him.
Yeah,
he's fourth man on a depth chart right now as it stands. Mm-hmm. So he needs to step up. If he don't, then he's not going to be with us. If he does make it through the whole season, if he's still a 53-man roster, we need to step up.
Mm-hmm.
35 more days to start season 1. Oh yeah, believe it. Definitely. Like a little more of a month.
Can't wait.
And get through all the things, get through the cuts. Don't forget, the other teams will cut other players, so there may be some guys for the picking. You don't know, so that's probably why they're saving their money right now, just in case we can use that guy. So it ain't over. Like Pete Carroll said, it ain't over. We still working. We didn't get the players and then we stopped. No, like McDummy and them did. No, it ain't over. No, we're still working. And they're gonna be working all the way through the whole season. They're gonna stop.
Mm-hmm. Our biggest strength this year. Besides tight end room.
On what side of the ball though?
Yeah, I just think in general. I think just tight end room for sure. I would say run it. I want to say running back room as far as the running backs, but like the line is what kind of worries me. But as far as strengths, I think running game will be a strength in tight end room. It's yet to be decided about the wide receiver room yet, but we'll see.
I think we're okay at wide receivers. That's why I hope they don't trade for that guy McLaren who wants to come to the Raiders because he's a Raider fan in college. But I want to see the trade unless they want they'll take it. We give him a 7 or 6 round pick. All right, fine, whatever. But then he wants to get paid a lot of money. Like, no, don't pay me that much.
Yeah, I don't really see us spending big. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't see us going for these big players because I think it messes up the culture of what they're building. Because it's like there's players that want to come here and they're taking, 3-5 million and stuff like that to come play and contribute. And then for us to bring in somebody that's crying over their contract when they're making millions to play football, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not a good look for us. You know what I'm saying? So like we kind of have to keep on going how we're going, because we're doing a pretty good job of how we're building. So we don't need to make a big splash like that. And especially like you were saying, we don't know if he's going to even stick around past this. If it's a rental or is this,
Right.
is he going to stick it around?
Been there for years.
Yeah.
Wilkins' money will be made. It'll get voided because one thing, he's in breach of contract. So it'll be void. That's why they waited. They waited. They checked the lawyers. They checked everything else. They said, "What do you think? Can we win this?" Oh yeah, we won. So that's why okay, you buy, get off. But so Frank Rivera said, coach staff. I think that's a strength too. I think that's our biggest strength. We have actual real coaches who know how to coach, who are experienced coaches. Last year we had our first year head coach ever. Didn't go through the ranks. He went from linebacker coach to head coach. All right, cool. Now put AP down, but he had experience. And then we had Gil Getsy, was a horrible offensive coordinator. I thought it was Justin Fields' fault that they were starting offense, but it wasn't. It was him. So yeah, I said a weakness I would say would be as it looks right now. I would say that D tackle that the whole Christian Wilkins left. That might be weak right now, but not for long. Not for long. Because like a few other guys said, Coach Gravy said it. Jeff mentioned that too. That if our defense line is so good and so powerful and they put pressure on the quarterback, the DBs don't have to be superstars. But they still have to stick to the players. They still have to stick to the players, to the receivers and stuff. They give that the defensive line time to get to the quarterback. Because sometimes quarterbacks do like that Patrick Mahomes crap where he'll scam around and then DBs get fooled and try to run and tackle Mahomes and he's set back and throw a pass. So they gotta be disciplined.
Yeah. That is a great answer for Frank Weber. Yeah, because coach, I mean, that changes everything. That changed the whole, because you could have star players, but if you don't have a coach that can coach these guys the right way or doesn't know what he's doing, it means nothing. You take away from what the players do well. But yeah, these coaches from the offensive, the whole, we're stacked.
Yeah. Because one thing these guys do, they're going to develop players. They're not going to just coach them, they're going to develop them. They go sit there and do what's necessary because I don't think they developed anybody last year. They didn't have the right coaching staff. A first-year head coach and a terrible offensive coordinator. The only thing we had good in that thing was the defensive coordinator. That's the only thing we had. And defense still did pretty good, considering it's on the field 99% of the time. Because the offense couldn't keep the ball long enough.
Yeah.
I agree, Richard. Yeah, right. Yeah. You need to step up. That him and Zamir on the same boat. Step up or step out because that's two roster spots that we can put someone else in there. So he don't step up, then they tried him at defensive tackle, defensive end. They trying him. And Pete Carroll's looking at him. Pete Carroll likes him, but they say, son, you got to do one of these things good, well, because you're not. Other than that, you're useless.
Yeah, he has the physicals. It's just he can't. He's stuck in mud. He's stuck in cement.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I could have a chessboard, but it doesn't mean I know how to play it.
Guess what? No, he's worse than dog water. Even you can drink a dog water, but shit, he's worse than that. Didn't know what to do. He's on silent. He's on silent, looking just as lost as AP was. Look down, dude. Call a play. Even what you call look at them like call a play, dude. Well, Minshew was like looking silent, like what? What were we doing? Yeah, okay. That's when he says then we're done. Let's see. Frank Burris said, I have no answers now to next Friday. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it's hard to judge because we really haven't seen the full potential of what we have yet. But I just say that one spot, Kilo, might be a weakness, but then again, it might not be on defense.
Yeah, looking forward to Friday.
It's happening Friday.
Isn't that the preseason game?
Thursday.
Oh, it's Thursday. It's even better. Let's go.
I think it's Thursday. I might be mistaken, but yeah.
Let me see. Oh,
yeah, it's Thursday.
Oh, let's go. Okay. All right.
Thursday.
Even better.
Yep. So by the time we talk again, we already seen that preseason game. What's this preseason? But preseason is also important too.
One step closer. What step closer?
You're a Bears fan, yeah. Yeah, good luck to you guys in that division, man. You guys got some competition there, but yeah, good luck.
He said, "Go Bears and FGB." Nice.
Yeah, good luck with that in that decision, that division.
Yeah, it's for the taking.
Yeah, it's up for grabs. You got to battle. Don't know what the Vikings going to do this year. Got new, basically a rookie quarterback because he didn't play it all really last year, and then you got to worry about the Packers, of course. Who was in the division? And the Lions, I don't know if they're going to fall off or not because they lost both their offense and defensive coordinators. So I don't know if they're going to fall off or not. So, yeah, it's yours for the taking.
Yeah, I got the Lions falling off this year. I got Green Bay and sorry to say, but I think the Vikings will probably be the two. I don't see the Lions kind of carrying on because I mean, remember these are the Lions, guys. These aren't, we're acting like the Lions have been great forever. Like, no, they just kind of put some good stuff together for a few years. I had a good, core coaching group, but now we'll see. Who was it? Was it Johnson or was it the Lions? We'll see.
Yeah, Bears did offseason. They did a lot of good things in offseason. They did upgrade the offensive line. So, like I said, I don't hate the Bears, but I hate every team not named Raiders. But like I say, good luck. I had a couple of teams that I absolutely can't stand, but I'm not going to mention that now. You guys should know by now, but I'm not going to say the Rams for one thing. But yeah, this offense. So, like I said, that's good. You guys, good luck. I wish good luck to every team in the NFL except for a couple of teams. But when they come play, will they play us? Nope. Get no blessings from me.
Yeah, it's up to Caleb Williams. Like if he can pretty much build off kind of his successes and failures from last year, but he's got the arm talent, but sometimes he can be a little bit too confident in it. So as long as he humbles up and he can just be about just winning games. Don't put yourself over the team. Just try to do whatever you can, sacrifice yourself to win games, and he'll be all right.
Oh, man, the heat's up too hot. I'm freezing there. Let's see here. The underrated darkness and chat family, respect and blessings. Stay consistent and healthy. Thank you for that time. Appreciate it. Always have good thoughts for us.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that, Tom.
Thanks, Time. Everybody AFC North got better, even Detroit. Yeah, I'm not saying that they didn't. A lot of teams got better with their picks and their moves. So, but like I said, it don't matter what player you get. It's all about the coaching staff, what they can do with it. It's all about can you coach this guy up? Can you put him in the best possible position to win a rep. That's what it comes down to. And that's what I think we got now. We got the best coaches to put the players in the best possible position to win the reps. We didn't have that before the last couple of years, last 3 years, actually. They didn't have that. We got the names, but they didn't play to their abilities because they were in the worst position possible.
Yeah, for times comment. I mean, that's what they say about us too. Like when the Raiders get back to winning, that's when the NFL is at the best. You know, and like the Jets, I'm sorry, but the Jets will never ever probably be good in our lifetime.
Well, they got to get new ownership. That's what they got to do.
I mean, I think the Jets are cursed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just the way that it just seems like every time they try to do something, they start going in a good direction. It just something happens, and then the Jets jet.
It's both the New York teams, Jets and Giants.
Mm-hmm.
They never can. You know, Giants had that good run when they won 2 Super Bowls. Yeah, they had a good seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, nothing. It just it's the way the organization is ran. Look what happened when Mark Davis tried to run the organization. We were lousy.
Mm-hmm.
Got the wrong coaches, the wrong staff, and everything else. When you got a guy in your staff that's embezzling money, yeah, no, we got to go. Well, like I said, now he's just like to say, okay, you know what? You tried with John Gruden, you do everything, but then the emails, all stuff happened. Because I think we were trending up a little bit, but you know, he was trying because it was his team that went to the playoffs, John Gruden's team. They went to the playoffs that year. So he was building up to something. Then that happened. Then he tried to do the Patriots way. No. We didn't have the right staff, the right players, the right people. No. Didn't work out. He didn't learn his lesson from Denver. When we saw that guy at Denver talking about, I learned my lesson. No, you didn't. You're still the same old guy you've been. Because I sat there and watched some of the press conferences he had and watched some of the film that there was an OTAs that the little bit that we could see because he blocked everything out. He got to feel cursing and that, you know, fuck the fuck you doing? Yeah. Then you watch Pete Carroll's. He running around throwing balls, having fun. You don't hear him cursing at players. You don't hear him yelling. You don't hear none of that. Chip Kelly's standing the same thing. He's just standing there. Like, you know, go to the player, like, you know, talk to him about this and that. Grant never been like that. So it's the coaching that has a lot to do with it. Players are players. You're gonna have your best linebacker in the league, but he plays for the worst ranked team. He's not gonna be the best linebacker in the league. Never. Because it comes out to the coaching staff. It comes from the top, and that duel goes down.
Yeah, but I don't think Jerry's gonna let go of Micah. I really don't. I don't see him because that's his bargaining chip right there. Because you know they're about ready for a reset. You know what I mean? So just like when John got rid of Khalil, this is kind of Jerry's chance to, you know what I'm saying, make something happen for the future. So, you know, if he's
Jerry Jones will be stupid not to let him go. You know why I say this? I'm gonna say this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Suppose the Rares, okay, Jones, we offer you a first and a third and a player and a second next year after 2027. You'd be stupid not to take that. You know why? Because this is last year on Michael Parsons' contract. He can just say, I'm walking. And guess what? They get nothing out the deal. Nothing. Still got to pay him. After that, they get nothing. So if somebody make a phone call and offer him a deal, if he's stupid not to take it, done. So that's up to him. I mean, he's getting up there in age, and maybe his faculties not all together, but the sons, everybody better step in and say, Dad, they offering this. We got to tell you because next year he's gone. And this year he don't want to be here. He might not even play to his full position. He might just sit out, or he might just, you know, play half-ass. You know, he's going to give us 30% instead of give us 100%. Why don't you let him go? get some resources, some stuff in where we can work with. Hey, so it'd be dumb not to take anybody offer it to him.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, Parsons wants out. He said he put up a 2-page, damn near 2-page thing about he wants to be out. He even said goodbye to the Cowboys fans. In a sense.
He
In a sense, he said goodbye. So basically, he don't want to play for the Cowboys this year. If he does, he'll go on there. He gonna do the old Marcus Matador Peterson move. Let the guy run right by him. Ole.
Yeah,
You don't want that.
Because realistically, the Cowboys aren't going to really do anything. Like if Micah is really about winning, they're not really. Because I mean, you got Philly in that division, you got Washington on the rise, you got who am I spacing on? I forget the other team. Cowboys, Red. Oh, I keep saying Commanders, Eagles. Oh yeah, Giants. Even the Giants, I have more faith than the Giants than the Jets, even after the season they had last year. But I've been hearing better things about the Giants, kind of how they drafted and kind of how players are coming along. So the Giants are even going to be a little bit more competitive in that division. So, I see Cowboys probably third in that division, maybe.
Yeah, if they do keep him, like Frank Weber said, we can give him next year free agency, and we can negotiate contracts. So
but we're gonna lose that though. You know how we do. We let other teams outbid us.
No, I don't think so. I don't think we'll lose that free agency. I know you're gonna want the money, all that stuff, but I don't think we'll lose that if we go free agent. I think we'll win that because they already said he won't come to the Raiders. They already said that. Who don't want to play under Pete Carroll? Because they know Pete Carroll's the winner. And any chance they got to get Super Bowl, it's under Pete Carroll. It comes from that aspect. But like I said, what Jerry Jones having the senior moments now. Raiders smart in early max extension. What 3 DEs are making it already. Well, Mike Parsons plays linebacker and DE, so he plays both roles. So he can also cover too. So, but no, they're not gonna trade anybody in the division. That'd be dumb. Yeah, they're gonna trade Michael Parsons to Philadelphia Eagles. That'd be dumb. That'd be a Terry. What's his name? McDummy's move.
Mm-hmm.
We'll trade him to the Kansas City Chiefs. Why? We gonna trade the best player to the Kansas City Chiefs, dude. That's our division. We don't trade within our division. We might take a player that's good cut for a free agency, but we ain't trading you. Not giving you no leg up. No.
Trade him to the Browns.
Let's go. Salute, brother. Thanks for coming in, man. Glad you can join us. Yeah. This is a PSA, guys. Remember, if you like what you see, please hit the like button. Subscribe to both our channels, me, Raider Nation, Jason, and I, Chris Ford Raiders Podcast. Hit the subscription button, hit notification buttons, because we do this show Sunday. We do a new format coming up. Since football season is about to start, we're going to start doing a show a little earlier in the morning, more like a pregame show, what to expect, what to see, who's hurt, who's not, who we think is going to start. And then maybe the second game, we'll do a little post game compared to last week's game to what's coming up. So we start a little early, so stay tuned for that. Plus, me and Jason and Chewy, he was on here a minute ago, have a show Tuesday night. That starts at 6:30. I don't know, time may change. With one of those TBAs, because both those fellas are hardworking young men. I'm a no working old man. So, stay tuned for Tuesday nights. Also, what you got coming up, Jason? Besides the Tuesday night show.
Let me get off mute and maybe I could talk.
There you go.
I was
always worked out.
So basically we do the fellas night out show too, usually Sunday nights. But due to we're going to a game today, we're going to the Bay Area Panther game today, so we will be out for the evening. And in fact, in a little bit, we got to go get some food for right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, fellas night out. We'll be back rocking. I was gonna do it tomorrow night, but I actually just due to work and everything like that, I don't want to rush it because it's going to be a good episode. So we will pick it up again next Monday. So we will be back on, and we will be talking trauma, and we will have a few return guests, surprise guests, and yeah, we will have that going. But of course, Tuesday nights, cover 3. You know what I'm saying? Here Sunday morning, pillaging with my boy Chris. And you guys will see my therapy games. You know, it's just my way of making it through the preseason to the real season. You know, I get fired up, I get amped up, and the Madden games get me through it. So I appreciate it.
And make sure you look for Myra G, because I always had a problem finding her. So make sure you find Myra G. I always have a problem finding her where she's at.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. Is Marshawn's brother on? Is it the team that's playing today? Is it the Vegas? I forget what they call Vegas something. But I was gonna say we should be there. We should.
Before we wrap the show up, I'm gonna go stay with Frank Weber saying I feel the same way. I don't like getting players last year contract because we sign them, they do good for us, and they leave and go somewhere else. That's the only reason. Only reason I'm worried about if they trade for Michael Parsons. That's the only thing I'm scared of. Get Michael Parsons on this team, yeah, in a heartbeat. But him playing a winner with us to Bales after we lost like all the stuff, we traded another player or draft picks and all that stuff, and then we're out of it, and we out of Mike Parsons. That's what I'm scared of.
Yeah.
That one thing, bring him. But they do bring him. They got to do this one thing. Yeah, make sure that when he comes, just like it did Geno Smith. Okay, you got to sign at least a 2-year contract, a minimum 2-year contract with us. Now, no, we keep it 2 years, and then we go from there. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. Anyway,
we're pretty good for that. We have a bad history of that. Like when they do good, they usually go somewhere else.
Yeah, because I'm not worried about because he say he come in and he balls out, get 18 sacks, and and then a free agent, and other teams we offer him 100, and the other team come offer 160. Guess where he's going?
Yeah,
I know he wants to win. He wants the ring, wants a chip. I understand that. But sometimes money talks, bullshit walks. That's always been like that. You can't guarantee a Super Bowl, but you can guarantee that money. That's gonna be there.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I'm worried about. That's the only reason why, he had some things to say in the locker room about the Cowboys, but then my boy Jeff pointed out, yeah, he's miserable. Yeah, I get it now. But I think Pete Carroll's gonna no. You saw we did Christian Wilkins, right? Yeah. So and that thing that happened with Christian Wilkins was a good thing that happened to the rest of the players, not just in the Raider Nation, but in the NFL. You won't come here. We want you to come here. We want you to play for us. But we're not going to take your bullshit. Excuse my language on a Sunday morning, but I'm just saying. We're not going to take it. You're going to take your madness. You're either going to do what we ask you to do and not be all this whatever you're doing, or you can walk. Because Christian Wilkins not getting this $35 million. I don't care what anybody says. Because you look at his contract, what he did and everything else, he didn't do what the team asked him to do. When you're on the contract, you work basically on the contract. They say you got to do this, and that. If you don't do this, and that, what they do? Fire you.
Mm-hmm.
So, here you go, Piano Man. But anyway, we're about to ready to wrap because Jason got to go to a game today. Got to get some food. I'm going to go in there and finish cleaning my floor because yesterday it killed me because I got a headache yesterday. My eyes are burning from cleaning my damn wood floors. Like, oh, God. But I'm going to go finish that up. It's only like a small piece I got to do, thank God.
Wax on, wax off?
No, more like a strip because we have dogs and, they sometimes they pee on the floor and I got to get the stuff to sink in there deep to bring out the urine and get the smell out.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I hate dogs. Except my dog I showed you earlier.
Oh, nice.
That's my buddy.
Nice. Yeah, the cat was here earlier, and I think he might be taking his afternoon naps or his morning nap.
Any final thoughts? chat, fellas?
Can't wait till Thursday. Oh, let's go. I want to see it.
I'm watching it. I'm not gonna do it. I don't know. I might just put up a live just to. Nah, I think I want to hear it. Because if I do a watch party, I'm gonna be listening to the game. So yeah.
True that. Yeah, I just want to see it come together. Boy,
Because for one thing, Kirk Morrison is going to be the broadcaster guy. So hey, definitely got to hear that.
Captain Kirk.
Yeah, Captain Kirk Morrison is going to be on the broadcast booth because Kenny stepped down and Kirk Morrison will take over his spot. So, anywho, let's do this.
Let's go.
Go Raiders.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
So yeah, last thoughts in the chat. Anybody, and if we don't get to it this show, we'll definitely cover it and talk about it next show. But I'm pretty sure we'll have a lot to talk about next show.
Yeah, because that'll be after the first preseason game against the Sea Chickens.
Yeah, Pete gets to go home to where
they play here.
Oh, I thought it was Seattle. I think it's in Seattle.
I know we got 2 here and 1 away.
Yeah, let me see. Let me double check before I say that. But I think it was. Yeah, it says at Seattle and then at Arizona. Wait,
Are you sure?
am I looking at the right dates? I have Seattle, Niners. Oh yeah. Seattle, Niners, Cardinals. Yeah, at Cardinals, at Vegas for the Niners, and then at Seattle. But
okay, so it's okay, cool. It doesn't matter where we play. We're gonna win anyone. But pieces don't count. But I want to see the guys out there. Anyway, let you guys go.
Yeah, appreciate everybody for stopping in, for checking in, for dropping a comment. Hit the like on your way out for us. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to grow this thing. So appreciate you guys for stepping in and spending your Sunday morning with us.
Likes and subs, please hit them both and notifications. And thanks for coming in on Sunday morning. You could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here with us. I do appreciate that. You guys have a lovely day. And if you out where I'm at, be careful of the heat. Drink some water, fluids, whatever you need, because it's going to be a warm one today. It's already 90 degrees at 10 o'clock in the morning. So,
yeah, stay hydrated. And for Denzel Perry, stay out of jail. You know what I'm saying? He got arrested the other day for legal firearm, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know the situation, but stay out of trouble, bro. You know what I
mean? Keep your nose clean.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Let's go.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
It's the Sunday Morning Pillaging Show. Chris